Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Friday. We start with a massive match announced for SmackDown Live. Shane McMahon announced on Twitter that Jinder Mahal will defend the WWE title against AJ Styles on next week's SmackDown Live, which is in Manchester. Amazing. Originally, it was announced that AJ would face Rusev for the final spot in the Survivor Series team. Apparently, he's just been added to it. Apparently they were originally scheduled for Night of Champions in December, but they've moved it up. The belief is that either it's going to be to pull ratings in, or they've decided that Lesnar versus Styles will be a stronger pay-per-view match. But there's a lot of speculation, but either way, this is absolutely amazing. Rusev's in, AJ's getting a title shot. I'm so sound with this. And just a bit of an update on SmackDown ratings. It's down this week to 2.119 million viewers, which is down 500,000 people. It was against the Game 6 of the World Series, and obviously being on Halloween. So who knows what's going on with that, but I think it'll be fine. According to Peter Insider, the pre-sale tickets for Manhattan Center portion of the 25th anniversary special is sold out in about a minute. Whatever remaining tickets are left will be available for the general public tomorrow, which is probably today. That's mental. I have one more ticket update. The tickets on StubHub are available at their very high price, with the cheapest ticket at $348. So you've got the expensive ones left. All the other tickets have sold. That is mental. Triple H also appeared on Good Morning Britain and teased about Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor coming. So it's going to happen, otherwise you won't be teasing it so much. And Dave Meltzer, what a man, has given us an update on Lio Rush's heat. He said he's got a lot of heat for the Emma joke. There was talks within hours that he may be gone from the promotion. He apparently had a meeting with NXT management regarding the joke. He's reportedly going to have to work to get the heat off him, and belief is that the quick apology might have actually saved his job. The criticism towards Rush has continued this week, with Jim Cornette calling Lio Rush a mark and discussing how wrestlers can also be marks in addition to fans. Damn, if Jim Cornette's on your ass, dude, you're fucked. You shouldn't have made a joke about it, to be honest. It was not good. In a recent interview with TMZ Sports, Alberto Patron said he had no interest in going back to WWE, but said Paige is close to a return. When said if she was going back into WWE soon, he said, she is. She's getting ready in Orlando at the moment. She's there for the last 6-7 weeks. It's going to happen pretty soon. I told her to lay low and not talk much about it. And said definitely, and it's definite that she's coming back and could be weeks, if not days away. Fair enough. We don't want you to come back. Just point that one out. Nobody wants you in WWE. But please don't ever come back. You're boring. No offence. Our SmackDown Live Women's Champion Natalya recently appeared on Lillian Garcia's podcast and talked about having an eating disorder when she was younger. I think your childhood has a huge effect on you, and I did think it did affect me because I didn't really have a father figure until I was an adult and realised there may be some animosity or anger. It's funny because Alexa Bliss talked about having an eating disorder, and this is the first time I've ever talked about this. Natty exclusive. I had an eating disorder when I was 18, and it spanned the course of 3 years, the course of 2 months. In the course of 2 months of summer that my Uncle Owen died, I lost 40 pounds in 2 months, and my family was really scared. I was really angry at them. I didn't realise until years later how crazy and scary I actually looked. And Lillian said, how does that make you feel right now, being able to share this? It's a little bit liberating to actually talk about Alexa Bliss, and said, I just gave you so much credit for being able to talk about it. Since that happened, I've never been able to share that publicly with anyone, but then I thought, since you talked about her situation, it really makes me respect her more, because we actually raise awareness and help teach young girls to going through something like this. It's really common. Loads of people go through it. Amazing, absolutely amazing to cover this kind of story. If you are a young girl watching this video, One, why? And two, eating disorders are serious and common. If you do have one, please seek medical help. You are not alone in this situation. And then we go to NXT Sawyer Fulton announced on Twitter that he's released from WWE. Another one. Wow, a lot of feelings are going through my head right now. First off, thank you everyone who's supported me in the last 5 years, coach, brothers, family, friends, and an amazing woman named Abby. There's been an absolutely amazing time in WWE. After injury, I worked as hard as possible to come back, and that just happened not to work out. However, I'm not ashamed of being released by any means. I have nothing back at the end of the day, and I'm happy with leaving with my head held high. I'm going to continue to work as hard as possible and learn all I can in wrestling. Nothing changes but the name. The last thing I said to Canyon and Coach Bloom is that I'm still young, I will be back in WWE, and I fully intend to prove it. I want to be a great professional wrestler. That goal will never change. The only path that takes me there. Honestly, I cannot wait to start down this new path and travel and wrestle in front of new crowds. WWE NXT, thank you for everything you've done for me, and we'll see each other again soon. For all my brothers in the back, I'm sure we will make another town together in the future. I love you all. See you soon. Spoken like a true wrestler. That really was. No heat, no bitching about it, just thanks for the opportunity. I will prove it. I will be back. Thank you for the professionalism there, Sawyer Fulton. Best of luck to you, mate. Best of luck. And then there was a rumour going around that WWE is planning to do a pay-per-view in Glasgow, Scotland in the next UK tour. This is not the case, and it was certainly a joke that ended up being taken seriously. Cameron Hutton sent to Kenny McIntosh, you know, Kenny McIntosh of whatever the hell he does now, I said, why did you delete this tweet? It's hilarious how everyone thought you were serious. I had it as a joke, but the fact that it's getting reported wasn't my intent. I took it down so it won't keep getting traction. And then Dave Mouse went to correct something on today's show. There isn't a UK WWE pay-per-view next year. It was a hoax by a UK reporter. Kenny responded saying it was meant to be a light-hearted joke. No ill will intended. Apologies if it was taken out of context. Peace. Well, I would have loved a WWE pay-per-view, but unfortunately it won't happen. And I like the professionalism hit again Kenny showed here. He just apologised, didn't want it to get taken out of context, and got rid of it. Didn't let it get any more traction, which is good. Now that has been the Wrestling Newsroom. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give it a like. Please support me on Patreon. I'll link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later.